About an hour ago, U.S. Central Command tweeted out, following a series of attacks against U.S. persons in Iraq and Syria, U.S. command forces conducted an airstrike against a facility in Syria used by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and affiliated groups. We will take all necessary measures to defend our people against those who are responsible for the attacks and will respond at a time and place of our choosing. Or we could just come back to the United States. Okay, look. There's the United States. There is Syria. No matter which way you go, it's a really long ways. And this isn't the first time that Biden has bombed Syria. This is 2022. Biden orders airstrikes against Iranian-backed groups in Syria. And why are we having all of these problems with these groups? It's because we are illegally occupying Syria. We also have scores of military bases all over the region. Let's take a look at this article by People's World. It's great. Please give it a search. Just put in People's World, Syria. The U.S. invasion and occupation of Syria that never happened. Do you think the presence of the U.S. military in Syria is illegal? Chinese reporter asked deputy spokesperson for the UN Secretary General during a March press conference. The spokesperson's jaw-dropping reply, "There's no U.S. armed forces inside Syria. I believe there's military activity, but in terms of on-a-ground presence in Syria, I'm not aware of that." He lied. I added that part in. Back in the real world, U.S. troops have been on the ground in Syria since 2015. The article goes on to say, in a 2017 briefing with journalists, U.S. Army Major General James Jared, who was the then head of the U.S.-led Special Operations Task Force in Syria and Iraq, let slip that there were 4,000 U.S. troops in Syria before backtracking. Today, most reports estimate the number of U.S. troops at around 900, though in March, the Associated Press noted that there was also an undisclosed number of contractors and U.S. Special Forces who are not included in the official count. And we all know about the CIA. Part of the confusion is likely because senior U.S. officials deliberately misled the Donald Trump administration, which was keen to withdraw troops, on the size of the U.S. military footprint in Syria. We were always playing shell games to not make clear to our leadership how many troops we had there, James Jeffrey explained in an interview with the Defense One website in 2020. After he had stepped down as U.S. Special Representative for Syria engagement. So essentially, we're being led by warmongering liars, surprising no one. But for real, can we stop bombing Syria, and can we please GTFO Iraq and Syria and the rest of the region? Please.